She expects my client to support her, her boyfriend, and their new child. She demands money. She demands gas in her car. She demands groceries. She demands diapers. And in fact, he believes that her boyfriend is working out of the marital home using the internet he's paying for. This person that she claimed in her responsive declaration was only a friend and whom now she is 5 months pregnant by.
I don't receive any support through the state for my other child that lives in the home who's 10 from a previous relationship. And I don't receive any kind of support for my significant other who I am pregnant with right now.
That's sad. That's all.
Okay. Sir, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Besides, that's just a very greedy lady. No, ma'am.
Asking that for a number of items. We are asking that the court adopt our parenting plan, although we would like to modify that request with regard to the residential schedule. The parties since August have been doing a 50-50 week on, week off schedule, exchanging on Sundays at 5 p.m. And that seems to be working, and the children seem to be doing well under that schedule. So my client is asking that the court adopt that schedule as part of the parenting plan versus what the local rule schedule was that we put in there initially.
Ms. Lowe, are you in agreement with that change to the visitation schedule? Are you objecting to the proposal made?
Yes, Your Honor, I agree. That's the schedule that we've been maintaining since we agreed upon separation. And it seems to be the healthiest for the children and working out the best. So I agree with the petitioner's amendment to not go with their original parenting plan, but follow with the week on, week off that we've been doing since separation.
Okay. So, and I'm just going to make sure, and again, I know I'm kind of pinch hitting here, so I want to make sure right now we're still on motions for temporary orders, correct?
Yes, this is the first hearing on this case, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
So we are also asking that my client wants to return to the family home, and I can get into that argument in a minute. We addressed in the motion our request regarding temporary use and possession of the vehicles and property in their current possession, payment of bills. I think that was it. And child support. She in her responsive pleadings requested spousal support, although she did not make a specific request as to an amount. Your Honor, as to the marital home, my client did not agree to moving out despite Mom's assertions that he did. The text messages do not reflect that he was in agreement with this option, and in fact, he never agreed to any of it. She demanded he moved out. She barked orders. She told him exactly how it was going to be, and that's what he was stuck with, or at least he felt that he was stuck with. He has a separate property interest in the home from an inheritance that was constituted the down payment. And Your Honor, the fact is, it's my client who can afford the home. She can't afford to stay in the home on her own. She's not working, and that is by choice. And she has since moved her boyfriend in. This person that she claimed in her responsive declaration was only a friend and whom now she is 5 months pregnant by. So her representation to the court that this individual was just a support friend and just a good friend, no, it wasn't, which validates my client's accounting of the facts in this case. The situation Mom is currently in is of her own doing because of her choices. That does not relieve her of the responsibility now to support herself and to equally support her children. She expects my client to support her, her boyfriend, and their new child.
Whoa. Welcome to the allegation blast zone. New boyfriend living in the marital home, pregnancy timeline disputes, and claims dad's footing the bills for utilities the boyfriend uses. Legally, this matters for temporary possession and financial fairness. Viewers, gut check. Should one spouse keep paying the mortgage and internet when a new partner moves in rent-free?
That's what we have to ask. Why should my client be paying for a house for him to live in rent-free? He's not paying rent. And my client is not only the out spouse, but the expectations that she places on him in the text messages are untenable and unfair. She demands money. She demands gas in her car. She demands groceries. She demands diapers. He doesn't mind those things, but he is also paying for her housing. He's paying the utilities. And in fact, he believes that her boyfriend is working out of the marital home using the internet he's paying for. So my client is continuing to pay for the internet and the utilities to make sure that they're paid, and so his credit doesn't get affected, and to make sure his children are safe. But he is seriously being taken advantage of here. That being said, there is absolutely no reason she cannot be working. And as the court is aware, we just agreed to a 50-50 residential schedule. So that means that there's no reason she can't be working on her off weeks from the children. I'd like to point out for the court that she did not file a proposed parenting plan. She did not file a financial declaration. We have no idea what her expenses are, what her income is, if she has any. She needs to get a job. If her boyfriend isn't working, he needs to be. If he isn't working, then he needs to. If he is working, then he needs to pay rent, thereby reducing my client's obligation. He can choose to pay rent to my client, or he can find his own place. My client is paying for everything right now and has been since.
Sharp argument here. If the boyfriend's living there, he should pay rent or relocate. Courts often view household economics through a fairness lens: who benefits from the property, who pays, and who actually lives there. Question: would you treat a live-in partner like a roommate who must contribute, or keep that separate from divorce math?
A month and 3 weeks, and then just expects him to be out of the house, expects it to be in perfect shape, perfect condition upon her return. My client wanted me to address the flea situation and the messiness of the house. The house is